My name is Markayla Tucker, and I am the CEO and founder of Kayla Couture, a fast fashion clothing brand for young women around the world that hopes to become 100% sustainable. My mission is to sell sustainable fast fashion by using what we already have on earth to do it, yet still bring that trendy fast fashion style that consumers crave. I am eliminating the waste and carbon emissions with my invention idea that the fast fashion industry contributes to. The fashion industry is the second leadest industry in the entire world behind oil companies that contributes to 50% of carbon emissions and the most waste. With over 62 million tons of clothing on earth right now, it's expected to be 102 million tons by 2030. Kayla Couture is a brand that empowers young women to be confident in what they wear and what they spend, while also feeling secure that they are supporting a clothing brand that actually puts the planet over profit and inflicts positive environmental change. So far, what we have done is we eliminated all of our plastic use. So we don't send any clothing in plastic at all. We ask our vendors to not send us any clothing in plastic. We also only use biodegradable polymer. The way that I hope to fix the fast fashion industry's problem is with my invention idea, the SF20. This idea will be able to eliminate the fashion industry's pollution emissions, waste, and our plastic problem. It will have 3 different areas, and each area will have 3 stages as well. It will almost look like a dryer. Instead, it has 3 doors, it's longer, and it is wider. Each door will be labeled, so one door will be labeled cotton, another polyester, and then another will say mixture of fabric. This machine will take the clothing through a reverse process that eliminates fiber production, dyeing, and yarn preparation, which makes up the 50% of carbon emissions. Whichever type of fabric the article of clothing is, they will be stacked on top of each other, and then it will be put on a conveyor belt, and then it will go inside of the machine. What I imagine for stage 1 is that the machine will go down the stack of clothing and unthread each individual piece. For stage 2, the machine will heat the garments almost into a melt and then put them all together so it makes just one big old fabric. For stage 3, I imagine that the machine will roll the fabric like it is dough until it is somewhat flat. And then for stage 4, a heat press will come down and iron the fabric until it is completely flat. For the heat pressing stage, there will be 5-minute cool down breaks between every 10 minutes so that the fabric does not burn or overheat. And once the fabric comes from out of the machine, it will be new yards ready to create a new fast fashion style. Now onto our plastic problem. As companies have been using plastic to create jeans and even polyester fabrics, we will continue the process of doing this, but instead of consumers eventually throwing that plastic garment away because it's out of style and it's not in trend anymore, we will be able to reuse that clothing item to make new fabric to create a new up-to-date trend that consumers want. The new fabric that is also created from this machine can be used in furniture, towels, car seats, for cars, etc. It can be used for so many different things around the world. This can also help least and less developed countries. Third world countries are often sent developed countries secondhand clothing no matter what condition it is in. So this causes them to not only continue the cycle of poverty in their country, but it also causes dependence of income on developed countries instead of creating textile jobs of their own. So with this machine, my suppliers and my company will buy secondhand clothing from these third world countries so that we can use them in our machine. Why do I have so much hope in this idea? I know. Big dream. The statistics speak for itself. The secondhand fashion industry is worth over $24 billion in the US alone. The regular fast fashion industry is worth $35 billion in the US alone. So I'm pretty sure there's enough money to go around. Look at the world we live in and how much is changing because of our unnecessary waste, unnecessary pollution, and our spoiledness. We need this. I am seeking funding so I'm able to make this invention come to life, and so I'm able to pitch to investors. I'll use the funding for development, engineers, scientific research, prototypes, and marketing. The people on my team are my friends who have consistently told me that I need to pitch this idea to everyone and tell the world. If it was not for God and my passion for the fashion industry and also for the environment, this idea would not be possible. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're able to help me make this invention come to life. And even if you can't give through money, you can most definitely give through other ways, just by sharing with your friends, family, and even people you don't know. Just share over all your social media platforms. Thank you again for watching. Now let's reverse the future together.